everything.
Guess what? It's show number 100, and here we are, dude. This show is going to be lights out. Look at this. I told you, I was one of his biggest fans forever. I've been watching him since 2020. He's even grown in size since I've been watching him. This is show number 100, Thursday night barbecue chat, coming to you live and in person. He doesn't have the beard, though.
He doesn't have a beard.
Ryan.
Hi, Mr. Stalekracker. Y'all, we were just kidding. We were just Stalekracker. So
Stalekracker, this is the best you're gonna get. He couldn't show up today, so this is all you're gonna get.
This is what you're gonna get.
This is what you're gonna get, dude.
Not really.
Let's get it. So anyway, this show number 100, Ryan. I am Steve Kress. I am with It's All About the Barbecue, and during the week you can find me at Wanamaker's, a lovely, beautiful downtown Downers Grove. And the man sitting next to me, as always, well, not always, but only when he decides to be here, the chairman of the board, Barbecue, Blackstone, and Beer Group, Mr. Ryan Hoagland. Ryan, how are you today? That's show number 100.
Welcome in, everybody. How are we doing? It is Thursday night barbecue chat. We are back for our 100th episode. Do you ever think we'd be here, Steve?
No, I don't even know if we really are here. Remember that way back in the day, way back, 100 shows ago, our first guest was Dwayne Creviston of Rackmasters Barbecue, local guy, and then we've just kind of moved on to this stellar day. We've had so many great guests. This is going to be one of my favorites. Hopefully he's still there. He may have decided to.
I would have left. I mean, if it was me, I definitely probably would have left.
After you saw this great costume that I got on.
I mean, did you go steal those glasses from Sweet Honey Bays? No. You know what? Actually, at the pub one day they had an Elton John guy, and he gave everybody these glasses. So it fits in perfect. Whose alarm is going off?
It's the great Trisha, because she doesn't want to miss this show. Why? Because
to be here. It is probably one of her favorite people.
I don't know how he does it, but man, I'm telling you that with all that hair, it's hot.
I just thank you. I couldn't look at you.
All right. You know what? Just before we end up forgetting, Ryan, why don't we get rid of our sponsors really quick before we
get rid of our sponsors?
Well, let's play the video. So
all right, here we go.
Got the OG Bandits, Melinda's Hot Sauce, Spitfire Grills, Steak Ager, Southern Pride Barbecue Smokers, Genuine Chicken Roaster, Marble Ridge Farms, Wood Food Systems, and Smoky Woods.
You know, one of these days I'm really going to update that.
I know, it's
maybe towards the end of the year for the last show of the year.
Yeah.
Because we're getting close to the end of the year, so our sponsorships will be open for next year.
Keith from Smoke and Griddle Boys is over here on my Instagram account, and he said he wasn't sure if that was me or Elton John. And then he said, hello, dudes.
Terrible. Well, we got Mr. Eric from Cafe Real and Griddles and Vittles with Nick and Jay. What's going on?
It's a big show. Big show.
I mean, everybody's here, not for us.
No, they're here for the man, the myth, the legend, the $10 million man. Actually, I should say 10 million follower man, Mr. Stalekracker.
I was just Ed DiBiase, but that's different.
Well, that's wrestling, dude.
I know.
That's way back.
All right. Anyways, Mr. Stalekracker.
What's up, dude?
Brother?
What's up, Mockingbirds? What y'all doing?
Did you like that look? That look? I looked almost just like you.
Yeah, you look like you out the 900 block of Bourbon Street, bub. Don't do that again. Not good. Not good. Be yourself, you boy. Y'all doing good tonight.
Oh, man. All right.
Is that the dark side of Bourbon Street? Is that what you're trying to say?
That's only your imagination, buddy. You have to go experience that. You know what I mean?
Have you been to Bourbon Street, Ryan?
No.
I
haven't done Bourbon Street. I haven't been to the Shed. I mean, do you want to point out anywhere else that I haven't been, Steve?
Whew. I can appoint some places you ain't been.
He hasn't had his hair cut in a long time, that's for sure.
This dude's gonna hate me. I got a feel. He's like after the show, he's like, Dever, the 200th episode, we're not getting Stalekracker back. I hate this guy.
I'm used to it. That's what everybody does. That's just what I'm here for. I'm here for everybody else's laughter, just to pick on me.
But they say, if you don't pick on them, I don't like them. That's why I pick on my wife and kids all the time. I love them to death. So join the family, brother.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've been to Bourbon Street. It's kind of a unique experience. That's for sure.
One time, it's good one time, and then there's so much around that area. Way more better to offer than that. But you got to go one time, You
got to do it one time. I thought, to be honest with you, the French Quarter, I think it's a historical district, so it's hard for them to maintain it properly because there's so much paperwork they got to do to make sure everything's perfect. Because not every house looks like those postcards you see in the gift shops. That's all I can say.
It's true. Awesome.
It's true.
What a thrill to be on the 100th episode of Thursday Night BBQ, huh? Thank y'all so much. Honor to be here. Stalekracker in the flesh. And, man, let's start slicing and dicing away. I think it's hilarious, though, that you get me on here that don't even barbecue. I bet you can't bring up 2 videos about barbecue. But
you know what that was? That was one of the questions I was going to ask you. Is do you actually have you done any barbecue? But no, I know I think about it. I don't see too many, but I do love your Cajun cooking. So that's what got me into the following you.
Yeah, so awesome. So I'm sure y'all well educated in barbecue world, right?
Yeah.
Name me 5 champions Cajun cook under I-10. Can you name me 5 Cajun cooks that barbecue?
Cajun?
That's one.
Oh.
Name me one. Name me
south of I-10.
South I-10. Or even South Louisiana. Name me 5, dude. Name me 5 barbecuers. That's one at Memphis and May. That's one at Hogs for the Cause. Name them.
Well, what about Mr. Orison? He's kind of Cajun, but he's in Mississippi. He's a little north of I-10.
A lot north, dude. That's a redneck. No, the only one. No, it's okay. That's okay. But the only one is James Cruz, and he's from down there in the parish down there, and I met James a long time ago. And James Cruz, Google him. He is one, but Cajuns are not known for our barbecue, and I don't know why. We just don't do it. I guess we got other stuff to cook. Now we do barbecue, but we not in the competition part of it. And we do barbecue, we do eat barbecue, but it's just weird because I've gotten invited, Malcolm Reed, Heath Rouse, to go up to Memphis in May and hang out with them. And there's not many Cajun folks there, and it's crazy. I just don't know why. I don't know if it's a different kind of relationship. And then we go over to the Shed over there, talking about the Shed with the great people over there. And I'll go there every year. Hopefully I'll go back this year. But, it's just something, Cajuns do barbecue, but we're not competition barbecuers. And that's why I thought it was kind of funny. I'm on the 100 show, the barbecue episode. But hey, I like to eat barbecue.
It's food.
It's food. We kind of like together. It's kind of like it's barbecue chat, but it kind of like morphs just like all different types of food. Because I absolutely love Cajun food, so that's part of why I think I got into watching your show. And I don't know if you remember, but you might. I know Ryan doesn't remember because I bring it up every time we talk about you. I think the first thing that got me was that the accent and everything sounded just like Justin Wilson that I used to watch as a kid, and I'm like, oh my God, this guy is doing Justin Wilson for the 21st century, and he's amazing. And it was just funny. It's just the guarantee and everything. But I mean, you just take it to the whole next level. I mean, who's one of my favorites back as a kid?
Yeah. So, fun fact. Actually, when I played baseball in Mississippi, in South Mississippi, Justin Wilson was my neighbor, and I got to meet him, and I was like, man, me and my grandpa grew up watching, and and he told me like people are fascinated with the Cajun culture, the Cajun experience, and when I went up and I cooked, I think I cooked for Malcolm Reed for one of his grand openings of his new store up there, and he told me, he said, "Look, man, what you got going on is great. People love a great entertainment, especially when it's Cajun." And so I was like, I don't know. He said, "Watch what's about to happen to you. People gonna pay a lot of money to watch you cook," and he was 100% correct. So people get, I call it the Cajun persuasion. People get addicted to it. It's just something different because one thing about it, everybody has a barbecue grill on their back porch. Everybody's a hot dog barbecuing expert. Two things on the internet that you want to get hate for is barbecue and clean up fish. No matter who you are, you can have a grand champion barbecue expert do ribs, and there's gonna be 1,000 mean comments. Too dry, too tender, too thin. So it's hard in the barbecue world. I just stay away from it. I do my Cajun stuff, and people are like, I don't even know what that is, so I can't make a bad comment. So it's pretty cool.
I don't know nothing about it. I can't pick on it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Catch up on some of our comments.
Yeah, I know. I was
Ryan.
gonna
There's
say,
a
we
lot
got
of them
some
today.
people.
We're not used to
we
so
got
many
Bobby
comments.
Smith
Go ahead,
in
man.
here.
Go
Says,
ahead.
hey y'all, what's up, gang? What's up, Stale?
What's happening?
Keith's got this question. There's a rumor of Illinois that you cannot get crawfish delivered to Illinois. It is
You
illegal.
can't. So I'm working with a company, CajunCrawfish.com. We can ship to every state, but any state that touches the Great Lakes, we cannot ship to. They're nervous that the crawfish might get out and get into the lakes and overpopulate. And I said, well, just call a bunch of Cajun coon asses up there and we go catch them all. So I think it's a win-win.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
if we're ordering them to cook them, not throw them in freaking Lake Michigan.
well, I mean, I don't think they will survive there anyway, but yeah, they
No.
worried about them being an invasive species. So, yeah, any state that touches the Great Lakes, we cannot ship live crawfish to. If you're in another state, you're looking for live crawfish, during crawfish season runs February to July, CajunCrawfish.com, we ship them right to your house.
There we go. There we go. And we got Little Green Good Ray's in the house. Says, hey, what's up, Ray?
Good to see Ray.
Terry White checking in from the North Pole. Heather Miller, what's up, Heather? Felicia coming in. Ray says, I ignore them. Who does she ignore?
The comments. The mean
the comments, yes. Yep.
Hey,
and yes, you are screwed in Michigan as well, too.
And then I do have my Instagram's like blazing today. I got I just want to get Chef Fig because I don't know what he's doing, but Chef Fig says greetings, and he is over in London. So we are going all the way across the pond to London. That's awesome. All right, you got more? Is that all the comments, Ryan? Are we all
yeah. Well, and then Keith was just asking if he knows the great Manuel Mojo Raccoon from Lucedale, Mississippi.
Oh, great Mo, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know. I think he said he was going to be at the shed, and I don't know if he ever came.
He stopped by there a couple times. He's not that far from it.
Yeah,
had crawfish delivered to Ohio before, so we could drive over to Ohio, or probably closer to just drive to Iowa and have it delivered there.
So what got you into that now? What got you into the whole social media thing? I mean, what were you doing? I mean, if you want, what were you doing before? But what got you into the whole social media thing? Because you're killing it. I don't know how many people that I know of that have 10 million followers across all their media.
It's crazy, man. It crazy. Started a long time ago. Born and raised Labadeville, Louisiana, small. And when my daddy is from Cut Off La Rose, and my grandpa is from Jeanneret area, so we got Cajun, and then we got Coonasses. And you can be Cajun, but you can't be Cajun Coonass at the same time. I don't care what they say. Cajuns get jealous over it. I'm proud to be a Coonass. Whatever. It's when we got X-Style from Canada, they Coonassed us out and meant us to leave. We come all the way down to Mississippi. We hit the Gulf of Mexico. We turn around, started catching crawfish, and we lived there ever after. But anyway, I grew up and on a small little farm in Labradorville with my grandpa, and he was a Cajun cook. We traveled around to fairs and festivals and competed, and it's one thing we grew up around. Every Sunday we'd get together with the family and we'd throw down a big Cajun meal outside, inside, and just something that it's a lost art. Like nobody does that no more. Like just getting together with the family every Sunday. That I'm trying to bring it back, but it just grew up doing that every day. And then growing up, COVID hit, and I'm looking at it like I'm still gonna do. Cajuns are entertainers. We would rather you eat and have fun and smile than even me eat. And the best thing I've been doing as I've been traveling all over the United States, I'm going to Destin Seafood Festival this weekend. I'll be in front of 20,000 people cooking a seafood chowder. But they have people experience crawfish for the first time, experience, and it's a smile on their face. And that's what my grandpa always did. Wanted to make people laugh. It's almost like a Cajun comedian cooking show. And that's what I brought to the table. And during COVID, we just pumped out a video of how to make shrimp peel. And I guarantee I worked on a freaking shrimp boat every summer when I was in high school, and the captain showed me how to make shrimp that peel, no matter if it's IQF or it's been frozen, whatever. And you can go look up them videos. But one thing about shrimp, if they don't peel, you're not going to eat them. So, and it's a great method. And I think what launched it was in COVID, we're having fun. We're hanging out at the house, and people started living their life through my videos. We're like, I want to be there. I want to drink a beer with him. I want to cook with him. I'm stuck in my apartment, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, the world has ended, but this dude's still having fun. And that kicked me off. So I started on TikTok. Within a month, I had 1 million followers. I
Wow.
was like, oh, good. I didn't have no other platform. So then I came out with my grandpa's recipe for his seasoning. Oh, I'm gonna get up right here. We launched my grandpa's recipe, the Cajun two-step, and this is a great story if you got time. So I went to this place and I said, hey, I wanna start my own seasoning. They're like, look, sir, you got to order 100 cans. I said, I want to order 10,000 cans. They're like, oh, Lord. So they're like, you got to talk to somebody else. You got to talk to the big boy. So the big boy comes in there and I said, hey, I want to order 10,000 cans. He's like, how you expect to sell this? I said, well, I got a TikTok. I got 1 million followers. If you do the math, 10,000 over 1 million, that's not really much percentage. I think I could sell it. He's like, cool. Couple weeks go by, I get 10,000 of these. I go pick it up in the U-Haul. I bring it to my house, me and my wife, and we make a video. We launch it on a Friday. We have a big launch party, and we sold 10,000 cans in 2 days. And now we got to go to the post office. Me and the wife working all day, all night, putting this in the mail. And so I called the dude back Tuesday. I said, look, I need 50,000 cans. He said, I thought I'd never see you again. I can't do this. So it took even longer. I got 50,000 cans. I sold 50,000 cans in 1 week. So I called him back. I said, I need 500,000 cans. He said, you know what he told me? He said, you need to go find somebody else to do your work. I said, checkmate, checkmate. And I found a guy out of Harahan that's working with us that makes it now. And we first started running about 4 or 5 18-wheeler loads of it a week. And Walmart picked us up in all 4,600 stores, and we ain't looked back yet. And we're knocking on the doors of many big retailers. We're in Academy, Rouse's, Walmart, Walgreens, Albertsons, and then we started growing in all other social medias, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we have about 13 million followers now. But one thing it has done in my life, and before this, I was a state trooper for 20 years, and God has a reason for everything. And I thought I was doing good in life. And in 20 years, I had not raised one penny for any kid or anything that I thought I was doing. And now I'm buying kids with special needs track chairs. I'm doing stuff for St. Jude, all kinds. Look at my couple of videos I just posted. It is a reason that this gave me the opportunity to do what I'm doing. It's not about the season. It's not about a brand. I think God has a reason for everybody, and He put me in this spot, and I'm passionate about it. And one thing I think we had about 50 events this year. Nobody's going to out hustle me, and I'm going to go get it every day I can. I'm going to be the one with the fans, with the followers. What you see is what you get. And, when they come to our festival, April 18th next year, it's going to be our fourth festival in a row in Kentwood, Louisiana. Last year we had 6,500 people. We had people from South Africa, Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico, every state. They came there for one reason. You know why they came there? To put the badness in the world behind them, to come have a good time and put a smile on their face. And that's what I'm here for. So I love what I do, and the more I can give back, the better I feel. And we just keep coming out with better and better products, and just having a good time with it, and pushing the Cajun culture in Louisiana.
I'll say just like Ray popped in here and said, "Amen." I mean, hats off to you for that. I mean, for 20 years of your service, I mean, thank you for that as well too. But to do all this, I mean, that's just simply amazing, right? Good for you for doing that. And then that also, Bobby Smith even asked. He goes, "When's the next Cajun Two-Step Fest?"
Bobby the big hitter. He's a big fan. I love old Bobby.
Yeah, there he goes. April 18th, Cajun Fest.
The
leaf slip is going in now.
Yeah, no, I did see the one where you were doing the fishing she made it fishing for squirrels, but the fishing for, yeah. I saw that track chair, and having the fact that it's, Trisha's son's got a Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. So he's stuck in a chair as well. I saw that thing and I'm like, dude, I got to find a place to rent one of those, because he would just flip freaking go nuts driving around like a tank.
After the show, get with me. There's different programs and there's things we could do, and that's what we do every year. We get a kid a chair every year, and Southern Outdoors Unlimited it's Southern Outdoors Unlimited out of Mississippi, and that's their main goal, is to do what they can to get special need kids back in the woods. And coming up in I think November 1st, they're gonna bring 100 kids out in the woods, and they're gonna track chairs or whatever they need. And it's a great event. And once you go to do that, it has your heart. You're sold on it. And I am. So, and it's a great thing. So if somebody needs a chair, hit us up. We'll do what we can, and we'll try to get programs going, and we'll figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, because I think he does. We don't, obviously, being here in the old big city, we don't do a lot outdoors. But I'm just thinking, man, just to even let him drive it around for like a few hours, I think he'd have the freaking time of his. Dude, I'd want to get in that thing. That thing was like a little tank, big tracks on the side. I loved it. But no, kudos to you for that. Obviously, having dealing with that on a day in and day out basis, and seeing the limitations that are put on those that are in that situation. It's anytime you can bring a smile or laughter to anybody like that, that was a plus. So it was great seeing you interact with that. Chef Fig also says, congratulations to you and I, Ryan, for our 100th show. He also said, you're the man, Justin. See, I told you, he's the only one I know calls you Justin.
I thought he was going to call me that. Never mind. I tried. And Gerard Gibbs says, do you ever get up north to Detroit? I also want to get the large bottle of Two-Step seasoning, but you're sold out. Any news when it will be back in stock? I mean, when you're selling, ordering 500,000 bottles at a time,
yeah,
you got to get on that as soon as it opens up, man. You better check back every hour.
Well, hey, CajunTwoStep.com, we got you hooked up. Go over there and you can get all the apparel, get your crawfish hats, get you some shirts, some paddles, some merch, all the seasoning. We even got the new meat glitter we just released. And that's one thing, is I came out with this steak seasoning. Actually, tonight we had a soft opening. I'm opening a restaurant in Summit, Mississippi. It's called Le Point, which in French means the point. And it's a seafood steakhouse and Cajun steakhouse. And actually, we had a soft opening tonight. We're going to launch it Monday, but I came out with this seasoning called the Meat Glitter. I donated the first 2 pallets, and all the money raised, I raised enough money to get 2 kids track chairs.
Sweet.
And One was Randy, and like you said, Randy's not a hunter, but he wants to go to the beach. He wants to get outdoors. He wants to go
Yeah.
trail riding. So one for him and the little girl that you saw going fishing. So that's one thing we did with that. We came out with a product to make money to give back to the track chair, Southern Outdoors Unlimited, and man, it makes my heart beat even faster. I love it. I'm full of it.
Yeah, and then Chef Fig says he also calls you the Cajun Tarzan. So that's another.
We got over 100 something alligator tags this year. We're actually filming a whole alligator episodes. We're probably gonna do 6 to 8 episodes from 20 to 40 minutes with different themes. I brought my son, and then we brought some other people going, and then we it's gonna be cool. So yeah, we on the water every day, and it's just maybe more I could bite off the chew, but we're gonna keep hitting it hard. So.
Now, you do the like the alligator people? I mean, did you go out and hunt alligators like oh shoot, I can't Troy Landry and those guys were that you saw in Swamp People? You go out and do that all the time?
Yeah, so Troy and Jacob are from the same parish. I'm from Assumption Parish. Me and Jacob play baseball against each other, and we all friends. Yeah, we've been getting tags all our life, and not on that scale. We get 10 a year. They getting hundreds. But this year I teamed up with another guy that we got like a 300 something tags, and we've been burning at the end trying to fill them all. But it's they overpopulated, and I enjoy doing it. So yeah, all my life we've been alligator hunting, crawfishing, crabbing, catfishing, just living off the land and just living the Cajun life. Deer hunting in the swamp. Thus, I go from alligator season to deer season. Everything else, I don't know. People invite me to do a lot of other buffoonery. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just stick to what I know. So
yeah, right. Well, I've seen some of your recipes for some of the backstrap recipes that you do, and man, that stuff is. Yeah, you guys have if you haven't seen one of his videos, one, you're under a rock, but two, even if you just have to see what he cooks. I did a lot of volunteering with Operation Barbecue Relief. I've been to Lake Charles. I've been to Hammond. I will say Louisiana is probably one of the hottest places in the face of the earth that I've ever been to. But I know in Hammond, a gentleman came and actually made pastelaya. That's why I was watching your pastelaya video. And I can tell you, if you haven't had genuine Louisiana, cooked by Louisianan food, I'm telling you, you're missing a whole nother world, because that pastelaya was probably the best tasting thing that I have ever had. Barbecued, whatever. It was just amazing. So, but yeah, I mean, is that where all your recipe is just basically off of what you've been doing your whole life? Is that what you're?
Yeah. So we got a cookbook out, and it's just growing up from my dad's side of the family, my mama's side of the family, just every like we growing up, we never ate out. We always cooked. Like nowadays, everybody just wants to go eat out. It's simple. So just the recipes come easy, and just getting together as a family, and it hurts my heart that a lot of people don't do it no more. They more, I mean, I understand time is a big concern. People in school, people playing sports now, way more than we played back then. But the recipes are there. It's just something we grew up with, and something we grew around, and just I got in my cookbook. I got my mama's recipes, my daddy's recipes, my grandma, my grandpa. So recipes come easy. To me, I just got to read it and put it together. Just making a little masterpiece. There's ice in it.
You got to get it there. We got David here says, can you season a brisket with two-step before you smoke it?
I've seen some people do it. So the original two-step, the white can, it actually a spin off a chicken rub that I added to it. So I mean, it's a rub. You know what I mean? I don't blame me if you don't win. Maybe you didn't smoke it long enough. I don't know. I'm not.
It'd be a Cajun brisket. But...
yeah, it could be a Cajun brisket. But yeah, and the reason I came out with my meat glitters, I was cooking like 30 steaks one night, and I'm like, salt, pepper, and you want to keep steaks simple, onion powder, garlic powder, flip them. I'm like, I'm about to put all this in a bottle, so I was like, I'm coming out with the meat glitter. And you know what they say? The meat glitter make that kitty quiver. I'm just saying. Check this out. I don't know. Can y'all see this label I made? Can y'all see that?
I'm gonna
Yeah. We'll go. Put you on the full screen. Hold on.
Why is it not?
I don't know. It takes Ryan a while to figure things out.
They change stuff here.
Hold on. They'll get a cramp. There you go.
See it?
Stalekrackers meat glitter.
Stalekrackers
Okay.
meat glitter.
I like
Good on all your meat, dude. And definitely like not on chicken, but hamburger meat, deer meat, steak. You know,
Little redneck
What do you put
Riviera.
that on
Folks.
yeah.
Yeah, you can show the label on there. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all can blur it out if you don't like it.
No.
John Rich is a good friend of mine. He's a great sponsor of the show. Actually, they donated $5,000 to the Track Chair Foundation to help get the chair. So kudos.
That's awesome. Let me get caught up here real quick. You got Adam Sherwin. Hello, sir. How's it going, Mr.
Hey, Adam.
It's great to hear good people doing great things. Let's get it, dude.
Let's get
And
it.
then I knew this was going to come up because they said meat glitter. Griddles and Vittles just came out with their own Vittle glitter seasoning. So I knew they were going to say something, but no doubt. I guess I got to
meat glitter
come down south. Thanks for what you do, Stalekracker. Keep on keeping on.
Appreciate it.
Stalekracker's a heck of a good arm wrestler. I almost got him back at the festival in April. Puppy Luke and Ranger says, love the Zach Brown video with you.
That was cool.
My big buddy, Big Country here says, what's up? And he did say, I will be in Louisiana next week in Zachary.
So we do have some stuff coming up. I'm gonna be one of the DJs at Boots on the Bayou in Gonzales coming up. What's the day? That's November 31st. 31st and 1st in Gonzales, Boots on the Bayou. We got Cody Johnson. We got Parker McCollum. I can't ever say his last name. Chris Stapleton. So we got a bunch of big heavy hitters. We're gonna be out there, and like I said, we're gonna be at the Destin Seafood Festival Sunday. So if you're in Destin, you want to come on out and hang out and chill, and we're gonna cook a big old meal up. Y'all come out there.
I think I need some of that.
You got Madwood Barbecue says, hey guys. Quinn Cook says, my man Stale, you're a real one.
Appreciate it.
David says, I want to know what's the largest buck that Stalekracker has killed.
Ooh.
The largest buck.
12 point.
What?
12 point.
Oh, no. I killed one. I think it was going to be year before last. I killed a 12 point in Illinois. I got a little farm up there, and scored like 160. That's huge for these Cajuns down here, you know. I did go to Texas one time and shoot a big one in a high fence. Not my cup of tea. I don't even count it. It was a friends and family deal. Probably won't ever do that again. But anyway, Illinois probably is like 160 and 3/8 or something. Shot it with the bow. Great time. Big bow hunter. And 160. Let's call it 160. You know.
I didn't know you were in Illinois so much. I mean, heck.
I don't know. I just went. So
we could drive up to the big city and say hi.
Yeah. Well, my wife loves Chicago. I've been to Chicago like 3 times, and we do like it. We cook and I'm not cook. We go and hang out, and we do eat at some good dang places up there. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, so Illinois, I've been hunting. Me and my dad been hunting public land up there since 2008, and then 2008 to now, and I finally picked up a little farm with some friends I made up there, and we just go up there and hunt a little farm and have a good time and just relax. And I pretty much take all November off. My daughter cheers at Nickel State, and she got a game on the 15th, so I'm gonna come back for the 15th and go right back. I hope they spend the whole month of November up there. November means no. Don't ask me to do nothing. It means no. That's why it starts with an O. I'm going hunting.
Good thing the 100 show is in September. Woo! We would have been in trouble.
We've definitely been in trouble. Little Gringus says, yeah, deer season. We need to try alligator season. We don't have much of that in South Texas.
So this year they actually extended the season. It used to be 30 days all my life, and then last year they gave us October and November, and this year they extended to the 31st. We're just overpopulated with them. They're trying to do a little population control, and they're giving more people more tags. The hides and the meat are not worth what they used to be. due to farm raised alligators now, and people quit hunting them, so they're trying to get people back in it because I mean they are predators. It's like coyotes. If you got a hunting land and you got bazillion coyotes, you're not gonna have deer. You're not gonna have rabbits or squirrels. So they're just trying to maintain it.
Right, right. Quinn says, "Yo, Stalekracker, if you buy something, will you sign it?"
Sure. If you go to Cajun2step.com, in the notes, put whatever I can put to your secret lover. I don't care what you want to say. But yeah, put in the notes and they'll hold it. And if you go to my Instagram and direct message me the purchase order with the number, I'll screenshot it and send it to them, and they'll hold it for me and I'll sign it. So that is easy peasy. Cajun2step.com. Go check it out. Get your signed paddle. Maybe one of them extreme bouquets. You never know what you need. I got all kind of stuff.
Jared wants to know if do you have a schedule out where you're going to be?
Yeah, we just what was on Facebook,
Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram. We got a couple more this year. We got the rest of this year out. We got some stuff going. Texas is huge, man. I can't get away from Texas. From Texas, Florida. My two biggest following. It starts off in Houston, Dallas. Then I go to Florida, the whole state of Florida. Then my next biggest following, but you'd never guess.
Illinois.
New York City.
Wow.
I don't understand it. I mean, the analytics don't lie. Houston, Dallas, Florida, New York City. I guess I never seen nothing like that. I think I'm a swamp monster. I don't know. So, but yeah. So which is good though. I mean, Australia. I have a huge following in Australia, and they're always trying to get me to go up there. I'm like, I'm kind of nervous. They might put me on a crack over there. Them people. But if somebody ever organized an event, like a legitimate event, I'll go to Australia and hang out. I'm just not going to go over there on a whim and start walking around and get Crocodile Dundee or be whipping me with a stick or something. No, I'm not doing that. So.
No, you don't want to go box a kangaroo?
Oh, I would knock a kangaroo out, but I don't really like. That's the wild jabba bird. Nope, I'm good. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? What's that?
Yep.
What is that? That's the wild jabba bird. Only a few would get that.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
This is a knife.
Yeah. Big Country said he'll be at the State Highway Patrol training facility in Zachary for hazmat training.
Awesome, dude. Hey, that's a multi-million-dollar facility. Been there. I got a lot of spent rounds over there. I can promise you that. Awesome time. They're gonna treat you good. I promise.
You got Alan Smith just popped in. Says, "What's up, fellas?"
Killing.
Said, "Would love for you to come to Kansas, brother. It would be money, dude."
I did shoot a big buck in Kansas.
You're not coming to Missouri next week, are you?
Nope, not to Missouri. What y'all got going on in Missouri?
It's barbecue, Ryan. You know he does. He just said he doesn't do barbecue.
I mean, he goes to the shed though. That's barbecue.
I've been the only barbecue places I've been. I'm just being nice. I've been to Memphis in May. I've been twice. I've been to the shed several times, and I do the Hogs for the Cause in New Orleans. Great event, raising copious amounts of money for kids. So I actually moved my event date back so I could go to Hogs for the Cause. I missed it last year because it was on the same date. So Hogs for the Cause, they got bands. It's 3 days. It's all raising money for kids, and then so I'll be at those three. But I don't know about the what's the other big Kansas City? Is that the monster one of all barbecue?
American Royal, the biggest barbecue competition in the world, or whatever they call it. Yeah. I just wanted to touch back on the whole. You were talking about the families getting around and cooking. I know when we did that, when the gentleman came and cooked at the Operation Barbecue Relief Camp, he was doing it for a long time, and I could totally see that, a bunch of people sitting around. He had this big pot, throwing things in at time at a time, just sitting around, chilling, shooting the poop, enjoying life, watching this stuff cook. And I mean, if we would have had probably 10 of those pots, we wouldn't have needed any of those smokers because, man, that thing made enough food to last a freaking lifetime. We probably could have fed more people with the pots than the smokers. But I could totally see that. That would be a totally chill weekend. I could do that.
I'm glad you brought it. Last week we were in Norman, Oklahoma, and we fly up there. We're cooking for the Oklahoma game, and I get the big pot out. I throw the meat in. I start to stir the pot, and they all come running out like they saw Santa Claus, right? They're like,
I can see
"Oh
the
my
simulator."
God, oh my God, it looks so good. I'm like, it's raw chicken. It's raw chicken right now. You know what I mean? Like, it smells great. I'm like, it's still raw chicken. I ain't even put nothing in it yet. But it was just a cool fact of a big pot standing there, just throwing stuff in. And that's what people get addicted to. And I love it. You know what I mean? That's like what Justin Wilson told me and Heath Riles and Malcolm Reed and James Cruz. That people like the Cajun culture. And people get addicted to it. And it's something they can't see every day. Something they can't taste. People travel to Louisiana to do what? Eat. They travel to eat.
Yeah, but your videos are not only just cooking and eating. It's exactly what you were saying, though. But your videos are entertaining. I mean, they're funny, they're entertaining while you're actually learning how to cook something. But I think they're funny as heck.
Yeah,
like when you used to have the little cracker guy. I don't see the little cracker guy too much.
He's in every video. He's sitting right there. He's been really snobby lately. He got a pay raise and don't want to work too much.
And then you got the flamingo now in the background. Is that what the on the post?
That's Pecker. That's the blue heron. Yeah, he's losing his job too. But anyway, so one thing about the channel and there's other influencers that reach out to me is like, well, why my channel stopped at this spot right here? So first of all, you got to make it family friendly. My show, I love when I go to events and I meet parents with kids that say, I can put your channel for my kids and they can watch it. And there's some things in there, and I tell them, I said, if your kid knows what I'm talking about, they probably know more than all of us. Just saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So like I'll throw in a merkin. Do you know what a merkin is?
Mm-mm.
It is a fake pubic wig that you wear on Bourbon Street. So if you want a woman with a hair or without a hair, it's called a merkin. And you can get different colors. And I said, boy, that looks like a merkin. If a kid knows what that is, they're over the spectrum.
Yeah, they're way over. I was just watching it. I was just watching you cook the peanuts the other day. Where you opened up the cooler and it was.
Got the old sack in there. So we can go back. We can talk about peanuts if y'all want. But just things like that. And I'm telling these influencers that it's not all about cooking. You got to make it entertaining. You got to make it family friendly. And everybody has to eat. You can have a show, digging graves. Well, nobody else. No, some people like watching that. That's cool. But everybody has to eat. Everybody loves to eat. And everybody loves to look at good food. And it's family friendly comedy. So I'm just grabbing them all in, which I love about it.
Yeah. I want to get back to this one before I forget. Quinn says, where can I donate for the Chair Foundation?
Southern Outdoors Unlimited. Southern Outdoors Unlimited.
That's the one we had up here earlier. So
Yep, that's it. Great art. I'm all part of it. We have a banquet every year. We bring kids up there, and we research and we get kids that really need it, and just put them back in the woods. Bring them, make them feel. I don't know if I can say that, but make them feel normal again. You got to be careful what you say these days. You can't even say what you want no more, but make them feel normal again. So that's what I like to do.
I'm glad that you said it like that. Steve? What was the hot sauce? Crippling hot sauce.
Crippling hot sauce with Drew Davis. Yeah,
Drew Davis. I mean, making him normal again. The way that he does. I don't know if you've come across him or not, but he's got his hot sauce. And the way he's just like a normal person. Like the chair's just there, right?
Right.
And he makes jokes about it and everything. He's like, we just want to laugh and have a good time too. Don't focus on what I'm sitting in, right?
Right.
Just have a good time. So I'm glad you said it that way.
Yeah.
And a lot of here, they just want to be treated just like everybody else, and that's the only problem is everybody walks up, they see the chair, and I've noticed that just in the 2 or 3 years that I've done, taking care of Tommy and stuff like that. It's people walk up to it. The favorite one is when everybody talks loud to them. You know what I mean? They'll walk up to him and say, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I'm looking at him like, dude,
I ain't deaf.
Just because he's in a wheelchair doesn't mean that he can't answer questions. So just talk to him like a person, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So no, I think making them feel normal, that's perfect. I don't. That's what all they want to do. They just want to do what everybody else can do. That's all.
And that's one thing when they do the hunt and we get all these kids out there and they sit around the campfire. Well, they all ain't killing deer, we know that, but they get to go hunt. They get to sit around a campfire. They get to see people cooking, making s'mores, and like we are just normalizing normal again. That's the way I look at it. And at the end of the day, they have a great time and they're just just having fun. That's all it's about. The smiles on the faces just makes it for me. I don't care what nobody says. I see the smile on the face. I know they're having fun, and that's what makes it for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. 100%. What else you got over there, Ryan? On a lot of good comments today.
Gerard said he just ordered the Cajun two-step seasoning and Cajun two-step fire seasoning.
The fire. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Fire.
Quinn said he's looking at some Blackstone. Quinn, send me a private message on Barbecue Blackstone and Beer if you want some information on the Blackstones. David says, I have the Holy Trinity, the original and the salt-free seasoning. Salt-free two-step is money, dude.
Yes.
Penn says, don't miss the Cajun two-step festival in April.
Don't be a square.
What's Felicia? How are we doing? She says, what's the name of his Bloody Mary mix?
Oh, yeah, the Bloody Mary mix. We haven't even touched that yet.
Yeah. So I came out with a spicy original, and I came out with a spicy jalapeno margarita, but all my Bloody Mary mix and my margarita is made with my own products. So I didn't go white label nothing, and it's really special to me because it's a gourmet product, and it's called the Cajun two-step Bloody Mary and margarita mix. But I made a voodoo chick. I don't know. Do we have it over here? We don't have none at the house over here. We're at a guest house right now because we're opening a restaurant. But yeah, check it out on the website, cajun2step.com. We send it right to you. When you get it, you're gonna know it's a gourmet Bloody Mary mix. It's gonna come out. And what I've been doing with it, I've been cooking with it. If any recipe calls for vegetable juice, I use my Bloody Mary mix. It's just fire, dude. I don't know what to tell you. When you try it, people say it's a little thick. You know what I say? Add more vodka. That's all you got to do.
Just got to thin it out.
Got to thin it, dude.
Where's the restaurant again?
It's in Summit, Mississippi, north of Hammond, Louisiana. And we call it Le Point because it's in the Summit. And Le Point means the point in French. So That's where I got the name from. Right here in Summit, Mississippi, called Le Point. Check us out. We opening Monday, reservation only. But give us a couple months when we got all the kinks worked out and steaks and Cajun food. It's the only place up here in Mississippi between Jackson and New Orleans you can get a etouffee, a gumbo, and a ribeye to go.
I got a boudin. You got boudin on there?
Yeah, boudin balls. Yep, boudin balls. And when you sit down at the table, I serve you fresh, hot, fried, crackling, free.
Wow, look at that!
Wow, watch it.
I was just looking through all the apparel and stuff on your website, and I think I want to order this shirt.
Yard Pimp. Y'all want to hear a good story about the Yard Pimp?
Yeah,
let's do it.
So my grandpa lived next door to me, and every day he was a farmer. Grew up on a small farm. I call it a small farm, but it was a big farm, but we only had small animals. We didn't have horses and cows. We had hundreds of chickens and goats and all sheep and all that. But anyway, he would sit on his porch in the morning before daylight and drink his coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And he would watch. As the sun come up, I'd sit with him. I said, Paul, what's going on? He said, let me show you something about life. He said, when all these chickens start flying out these trees, you're going to see Big Henry. He's the boss rooster, but he ain't the yard pimp. As he's trying to fight everybody off, the yard pimp is going to be in the background hitting all the roosters, watch. And sure enough, Big Henry come down, hit the ground, boom, and he's fighting everybody off. And you look back there, there's another rooster just popping them down. He said, that's the yard pimp. So that's where that came from, the yard pimp and the yard trick. Papa, I don't know. Maybe that's. I'm thinking about it now. Was that weird? My grandpa would watch the chickens come down. I don't know. Maybe so. He enjoyed it.
Dude, that's simple. That's simple life right there. I'd do that.
Oh,
yeah,
simple.
I'd take a little cup of coffee and watch the chickens fly out of the trees.
Every morning he'd watch it. Every morning, then he'd get up and go pick his eggs, He had certain chickens he knew that did the double yolk eggs. He was what they call it back then. He was part of the 4-H. I can't think of the name. The county agent. He was a county agent, which is now a traveling vet. They don't have county agents no more in Louisiana. So they got traveling vets. So I'd go with him and we go from house to farm and check on all the animals and stuff like that in the 4-H and stuff. So deep into the rabbits, the chickens, the goats, and all the way up to horses and cows he used to do. But yeah, I just grew up on a farm and lived the Cajun life and hunted in a swamp for deer and rabbits and nutrias and all that, and we had a good time. Just grew up a Cajun life, and I kind of miss it because it ain't the same no more. So
The Nutra.
nutria, you end up eating a nutria rat?
Nope. I watched the first time I've ever seen that was on I think it was like on a Jackass video where they're
Oh, come on! Nah, nutria rat's good. Tastes like a marsh rabbit. It's not tame rabbit is excellent. If you ever had a chance to eat young tame rabbit, fry it with some red beans and rice. Oh my goodness. I call that the old timers last meal. That's what they want. Young tame rabbit, deep fried, white beans and rice. So good.
What about the? Did you get a lot of? This goes way back. If you follow Stalekracker, go way back. What about the rabbit video that you did? Did you get a lot of poop for that one?
So the one when I hold him up and I cocktail him on the head.
Yeah.
So my grandpa, going back to my grandpa, is so I was like, we harvested hundreds and hundreds of rabbits at a time. And not at a time, but we do like 30 a day, 40 a day. And if you hold them up by the back legs and you hit them just right like that, it totally puts them out. Like they don't shake. But if you took a BB gun or a 22 and you shoot them in the head, they flip and they flop and all that stuff. So I showed everybody on the internet that, and it was like, oh boy. So I was getting death threats from certain people, and you know how I got through with that? I just gave them my address. I was like, if you don't like it, come to 1211 Service Road, Kentwood, Louisiana, 7044. I'm there Monday through Saturday. Just if you don't like it, come see me.
And we'll talk about it. Yeah.
It stopped. Dude, I don't know. They just didn't. Nobody showed up. I was waiting, and
that's the keyboard
word. I mean, because it was. I mean, I was obviously I don't know what year it was, but I've watched the videos and I think they're hilarious and they were funny and this and that. And then somebody I saw on something like, Stalekracker does this. I'm like, dude, I never seen the guy do anything like awful. And then I was watching.
It's not awful. I mean, it's life.
No, it wasn't awful. I mean, it was
real
just
life, though.
It's just real life. It's real life cooking and farm. But it was just they made it sound like it was like you did this great, huge, like devastating thing. And I watched it. I'm like, dude, this.
I think because it was a I don't know. Anyway, so and my whole channel is now we're now going more swamp to table, field to table. And that's what I mean. If they take the video down, great. They take it down. We got some videos cleaning deer, hogs, alligators. Mm-hmm. These kids today have no role models showing them. They want to go hunting and fishing. They want to learn, but there's nothing out there to show them the right way. And that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, deer hunting is great, and cleaning a deer is gruesome. You got to know how to do it though. And I call it non-pallet meat. And what that means is meat you're not going to get from behind a grocery store. It's the meat that you harvest yourself, that you put your effort into, that you clean, process, you know where it comes from. And it just really frustrates me that the internet will take that down, but they'll put some squirrely shit up there, some dude in a man thong twerking, but that's cool. But if I show you how to clean a rabbit, a squirrel, a pigeon, how to survive in the town, it's not fair. It's not fair. But anyway.
See, Ryan, I told you that you can't have those videos of yourself in that man thong like that. I told you that.
No, you can't.
I mean, hey, at least right now I know one person watched it. But since Bobby brought it up, he said I violate community guidelines is the best T-shirt. So I did go grab that one too.
I came up with that shirt because every TikTok was getting taken down. It was so sad because they would be like, your knife was too sharp. You were
Yes.
too aggressive in the video. I'm like, have you been on TikTok? Have you scrolled? It's either girls twerking or me freaking cutting up a rabbit. What's the difference? It is
So
a
that's
difference. But anyway,
when
uh,
I first started on TikTok. I was doing a video and I can't remember what I was cooking, but I had my knife and I was slicing strawberries. And all of a sudden, boom, my live feed goes down because I had a knife cutting strawberries. They
weapon,
banned me for a week.
weapon. You had a weapon, son.
I'm like, them strawberries were already dead. They plucked them, a long time ago.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
So what else do you got? I mean, you got the Bloody Mary mix, you got the Cajun two-step, you got Gator Drool, that's the hot sauce,
Yep.
and you got a couple different. I'm behind because I didn't realize there were a couple Cajun two-steps.
Yeah, so I got 18 products out right now. I have my own gumbo mix in a box, a jambalaya mix. I even have my own pastalaya package that all you gotta do is add the protein to. I got a new cayenne hot sauce. And one thing about hot sauces, I don't know how the barbecue world is, but I find the mainstream hot sauces have too much vinegar. So I cut my vinegar with guava juice and citrus. Now I still have some vinegar, but when you read my hot sauce label, the first thing you're gonna see is the pepper, aged ghost pepper, aged cayenne, aged jalapeno. I'm 50% pepper in my hot sauce. I want hot sauce because of the pepper, not because of all the buffoonery we putting in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I did and I came out with. Yeah, it's gonna be more expensive. Vinegar's cheap. You know what's cheap? Salt. Anybody has a product that has 400, 350 milligrams of salt or more, it's cheap. Salt's the cheapest thing in the world. Well, why your product's $2 more than so and so? Well, I'm sitting at 150 milligrams. They sitting at 400 milligrams. If you pour that on the table and measured it and looked at it, you'd be like, "Oh my goodness, that's a bottle of salt." So,
Yeah.
What do you got there, Ryan? Anybody else?
The seafood boil is the greatest.
man, I want to drop the price on it, but the quality of the ingredients in it, it is a one bag per sack or per 30 pounds of shrimp. That's all you need. One bag, put it in, give it a spin, it's over with. You're going to have a great seafood ball. And that's what I invented. And I was really nervous about the price range. I think it's like $9.99 for a 4 pound bag. The competitors are like $6, $7. I was worried. We sold a snot out of it because the quality speaks for the product.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So what's your favorite Cajun thing to cook of all time? I mean, if you were like doing the perfect Sunday meal for friends, what you're cooking?
It has to be seasonal. I got to go seasonal. If it's crawfish season, it's got to be crawfish, right? If it's cold weather, I'm going with a good seafood gumbo, chicken and sausage gumbo. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with something, something seasonal. Man, I love to throw down some bad mama jamma ribeyes. There's only one steak in the world. It's a ribeye. The rest you can throw in the garbage. It's a ribeye. That might have hurt some feelings, but I don't know. But anyway, so just talking smack. I love cooking a good jambalaya. Just getting out there. You get to sit there and have fun and use your products and just create a great meal from scratch. And it just depends. I don't have, but if I had my last meal, Stalekracker's last meal, it would be copious amounts of crabs. Any crab. There's only one bad crab. What that is. Other than that, there's gonna be, I'll eat Dungeness, snow, blue crab. Might even eat a Maryland crab. I don't even know, but please don't tell nobody. But my last meal would be, I'm a crab fanatic. I could sit there for hours and just make just crab and crab and crab. You know what I don't like? Not a fan of lobsters. Give me your opinion.
Really? I'd like a good lobster, but I mean,
I
I don't know. I'd have to go. I mean, I don't know if regular lobster. I hear the lobster in Maine is like to die for, but
So my dad and his wife are traveling the country right now, and they went down to Florida and then worked their way up to Maine and said that they had lobster out there in Maine and it was just unbelievably good. Like had it no other where else is tasted. I mean, just as fresh as it is right there. It was. They
So
said it was great.
I've done both. I've caught the spiny lobsters in Key West. Key West is my second home. We go every year. I love Key West. And then I went all the way up to Maine. I went with a commercial fisher, and we caught Maine lobsters. The tails are tit and tat, but when they made me a lobster roll with the claw meat, lights out. So good. So sweet. So good. Had that mayonnaise on it. You know what I mean? Ate that. So good. But the tails are like, to me, they taste like salt water to me. I don't know. Not as good as a crawfish because I got to promote the crawfish industry. But I don't know. I don't know.
Well, isn't it like a big crawfish though? I mean, it's.
I don't think it is. I went to Key West. A quick story. So we're going dive for these lobsters, all right? We get out there. He's like, look, I went with Paul Minter with Key West Legal Rum. Look him up. Great dude. He has his own rum distillery in Key West. Dude's crazy. He's crazier than me, obviously. He said, look, Cracker, I'm going to go down and I'm going to show you what you're looking for. So he goes down. He's got weights on his belt. He's got a tickler and a net. He jumps out the boat. I'm sitting there and I'm watching. It's 10 foot of water. It's clear. It's crystal clear. I'm watching. He comes up with a 1 minute video. 1 minute he was underwater and chasing these lobsters with his tickler and his net. He comes up and I said, look, I'm going to tell you what's about to happen. You catch him, I'm staying on the boat. Because when my big fat ass gets down there, I'm going to float like this. I tried it, almost drowned. I said, nope, this ain't for me. I don't need lobsters. They must have ribeye on the mainland. It was crazy. But I cannot catch a lobster. Never caught one. I can't claim I ever did.
Interesting. Stalekracker doesn't like lobster.
That's why coon asses got traps. We put the trap down there and we pull them up like crawfish. That's how you catch lobsters.
I've never had a crawfish.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, we talked about it here and getting them and ordering, but we can't order here.
I do have to say,
I'm in Illinois.
We're outside Chicago.
Just 45 minutes outside of Chicago.
We were down at the shed. Trisha loves crawfish. That's my girlfriend, Trisha. She loves crawfish. I've never had one. There's something about it that scares the death out of me. I don't know what I'll eat a lobster, but for some reason, the whole sucking this out of the head and everything is just, she went to town on those things like it was nothing. And the shed had looked like they had some pretty good crawfish, but
they do. They ball them every year. They get them early too. They must play a high penny for them. They get them early. The first time of the year, I usually eat crawfish at the shed. That's the first go of the year. And after that, it's probably like end of February we start fishing them and catching them.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you think you're going to do the shed? You're going to get to the shed this year? You think you're going to?
I think so. Maybe. I don't even know the dates of it. Text me the dates after this. Let me put it in the calendar, see what's going on. Oh, Brad ain't hit me up yet. He usually waits till like the day before. Like, hey, you coming?
No, not Brad.
What are you doing?
Not Brad.
No, not Brad. Yeah, Brad.
Not Brad. Well, we did we went down there and Jim Taylor from Smoky Woods had arranged with Brad for me to cook in the state in the showdown. So we went and we got to the thing to register. My name's not on the list. I'm like, well, whatever. So they ended up giving me a number anyway. And after a while, I felt guilty, and I turned it back. I said, no, what? My name's not on the list. Don't worry about it. I said, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Well, then Brad was over. This is the day of the event. Brad was over there. And he was obviously, it's like 8:00 in the morning. He's getting his morning beer. And I said, Brad, Jim Taylor worked out where I was going to cook on the showdown. You said it was going to be okay, but they didn't have me on the list. And he looks up and he's like, you know why? Because I haven't told him yet. And I'm like, well,
that was 100% correct.
I'm like,
you hit it.
Oh,
you hit it.
So he walks over. He's like, oh, yeah, he's okay to cook. I said it was okay. You just write him down at the bottom of the list. And I'm like, Brad, Jesus.
Yeah, you like traveled to go do it.
But he's a good guy. He set up this whole thing. And awesome. I'm happy as clams as that. Ryan, you got anything else for Mr. Stalekracker?
I was just say, listen. Penn Forrest says, dude really has to stop looking at those guys and them thongs and eat some crawfish. I'm not the one that said I was looking at no guys in the thong.
I don't know, Ryan. That's what I heard.
Just saying. I just want to clarify.
Oh, you know what I was going. When did the whole bourbon? Is that Redneck Riviera? Is that your favorite bourbon, or do you have a special bourbon? I know you kind of morphed from cooking to this, and now you add the whole bourbon thing. You go from one stage to the liquor room, and then you come back to the cooking.
Yeah, this is a great way to end it. We started something called the Infinity Barrel, is where people ship me whiskey. I put it in my barrel, and I keep adding to it, and I taste it as it goes. And we have 200 bottles in it right now. It's full, so now we put one in, take one out. We've been doing it over a year. But so Redneck Riviera is a sponsor of the Cajun Two-Step Show, and I know they're sponsors, so nobody's gonna believe what I say, so it doesn't matter. It is the best whiskey for the price. We're trying stuff up in the house now. But you're looking at this right here. I think it's $27. And then they have one smaller than this that's like not smaller, but a different brand. Not a different brand, a different what? Different name. It's like $22. But it's the best whiskey for the price by far. And John Rich, man, he invited me up to his place up in Tennessee. Great guy, great American. Just, and I'm glad they sponsored the channel and they helped me out with any goal I want to accomplish. And I said, I need money for this. I'm trying to raise money for that. Redneck Riviera, John Rich has always been there. Hey, go pick it up. Under $30. Like I'm saying, under $30, I guarantee it's gonna be the best whiskey you ever had. $30 or less. That's my slogan with it. And I like to dabble in high end whiskey. And I enjoy a good time and good whiskey and good friends and just a good experience.
All right, here you go. Last question of the night. Then, do you ever sit back? Whether it's sitting coffee, watching the roosters fly or chickens fly out of the tree, or have the Redneck Riviera, sit back and look at everything that's going on. 10 million followers, the money, the track chairs, the this and that, and just go and think about where you were 5-6 years ago when this all started, and say, man, this turned out a hell of a lot better than I thought it would.
A lot of times I lay in bed and ask my wife, why me? And one thing I could say is I'm no specialer than any other coon ass down there. I hit the lottery when I put that video out at the right time, at the right place. And if I'd have put that video out 1 week later, 1 week earlier, I wouldn't be here today. I'm no different than any other of my Cajun brothers down there. And once I built the following, I capitalized on it. And all I can say is I look up and I say, God, why me? And and God has a reason for everything. I lost my mom at a young age, and my grandpa's done passed away. And maybe they blessed me to carry on their ways. And my mom was a resource teacher all her life that dealt with kids with disabilities, and I think she's looking down and blessing me to help where she left off. So I look at it like, man, what a great thing I got going on, and let's not let this go to waste. I've had a career that I thought I was doing good, and it is. I'm happy to doing what I've done. I've retired from that. I'm getting a retirement check from the state of Louisiana, and I'm thankful. I've served the state of Louisiana for 20 years. I'm the guy that got up on Christmas morning when you were hugging and kissing your babies. I was out there protecting and serving, and now I'm doing bigger and better things, and it has for 20 years, I've not watched my kids grow up. My wife has done it because I've worked. I was on SWAT for 15 years, and at midnight, I was the one getting called out and leave them to take them to school and to do all this and field trips and all the great stuff. And I've missed my kids' birthdays because of the job I picked. And I'm not, hey, I picked it. I'm part of it, and that's what I signed up for, and I accept it. But now my family gets to travel with me. They all come into Destin. We're going to have a big party, and we're going to have a vacation, and we're going to spread the education. So that's why, everything happens for a reason, and I'm happy to be where I'm at, and I think I'm doing great in the world. no matter what happens, there's a lot of haters out there, and the haters fuel me to do better every day. If I don't get up and I don't have one mean comment, then I think I'm doing something wrong. And I look at them like, I'm about to show you something. I'm about to learn you what I'm about to do tomorrow. And when you watch my video, you're like, man, how can I hate on this guy? So that's how I live it. And like I said, I think I'm doing great things, and I hope I am. And if not, I still feel it in my heart. And me and my family is closer than we ever are. And I'm just going to keep doing what we're doing.
Stalekracker.
What up, dude? Who is this?
You want to say, come on.
Come on,
come on.
Show.
That's true.
Come on. He wants to say hi now because you started making a scene. Come on.
Come on in here.
Come on.
Go. You want to? We'll just throw it back
Come
up.
Come on, you look fine.
Right here.
Oh.
That's it. We'll just have to put the picture up. There she is. That was Trisha at the shed.
At the shed.
At the shed.
Bigger back then.
There's me and Stalekracker at the shed. Yeah.
I look bigger back then.
Yeah. Well, you've gotten a lot bigger since you started the videos. I can tell you that.
Oh, I got time to work out now.
You got time to work out. Are you sure you don't want to come out?
I want to bring up
this show.
I want to bring up these last two while we're waiting to see if Trisha comes.
There we go. Bring them up.
Thanks for sharing. I enjoyed this. Y'all have a blessed night. And then Race, Lil Gringus says, this was so encouraging, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Okay, here she comes. Here she comes.
God bless you. And your family.
Hey, she gone.
She gone. She waited all week for this show.
And that's all she does? That's it?
That's all she does. I know.
She's a little peek right in the corner. I'm out.
She'll watch it private.
Thank y'all so much for having me on for the 100th episode of the Thursday night BBQ. Let's get it, dude.
Well, thanks for coming on here. Thanks for everything you do. Now that I even know that you do even more than I thought you did, you're doing great work. You're doing great stuff. You're not letting it all go to your head. You're giving back to where it belongs. And, well, look at that hair, Ryan.
It's not a wig. It's not a wig.
I thought it was.
Oh, there it is. Put it on.
We're going to get it on.
Boy.
And I know you're going to go and we're ending the show, but I do love the fact that, you talk about your grandpa this and your grandpa that.
Dude!
You don't hear a lot of that anymore.
What's
And
that?
That's the whole grandpa thing, the stories, the philosophies, the growing up watching my dad or watching my grandpa do this. You don't hear it anymore. That's when you start hearing somebody talking about, oh, my grandpa did this, my grandpa did that, or I did this, or I did that. That's when you're one of the good old boys.
That's it, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, step into Slim Jim.
Let me do a Slim Jim. Yeah, right. Party on.
WWE needs to sign Stalekracker. Yes. All right, sir. Thank you again for coming on for the 100th episode. We appreciate it. Thank you for everything you do. I did not know everything else that, just like Steve said, above and beyond everything you give back. So we thank you for that.
Is it? It's the outdoor thing, right? For the track chairs and all that other stuff.
Yep. I'll put it back. SouthernOutdoorsUnlimited.org.
I'm gonna check it out. Does that list all that camping thing or whatever thing that you were talking about? Is that all listed in that same spot?
Yeah. Go check it out.
I'm gonna go check it out. Okay.
And if you ever got a little time in November, even though it's November, if you're in Illinois, let us know. We'll get together.
I'll be in Illinois, but I'm gonna be deer hunting.
Yeah.
You're gonna be up in head up to Chicago one day or something.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Yeah. Have a good night. Ryan, the 100th show with Stalekracker, dude. That was money. You could put this show on a cracker.
Yes. That was awesome. It was a good show. Good show. We were up to, thanks for everybody that's still sitting here hanging out before you guys leave. We are here every Thursday night barbecue chat. Yes.
Barbecue.
Happy 100th show.
Ray has been on the show a couple times. Yes. She is actually coming up.
Congrats on 100. Appreciate it.
I will be posting all the October shows tomorrow. There will be probably a little reel about all of the guests coming up for October. I got a hair that's like right in my face.
We were up to 20 people at one time, so not the highest.
Not the highest, but I saw 23 people. I saw 23
people. Oh, you did see 23? Okay.
I saw 23, but it's still not the highest. But
happy 100.
Thanks, Griddles and Vittles. Thank you very much.
Jerky coming up soon on a show.
He is coming up at the end of October. I can rattle you off what we got coming up for the month of October. We got a great month coming up. We start the next 100 shows next week. October 2nd, we will be we will have Deuce Raymond from Deuce's Wild Barbecue or Sweet Baby Ray's Barbecue. You don't know if you'll be here?
I'm flying to Kansas City on Thursday.
That's right. It's the Carnivore Carnival. Well,
Carnival. So I'm flying down there on Thursday. So I don't know where I'm going to be at that time, but I will try to pop in.
If not, I'll be the guest host. Anyway, so after that, we got Deuce Raymond. Then on October 9th, we are going to have the defending 2025 Open Fire champion, Michelle O'Gwin. She is going to be talking World Foods and Open Fire. She will be here on the 9th. And Ray, Little Gringa, is going to be here. Ray, you may not know this, but you're going to be here on October 16th. She is going to be on here. She is also going to be talking about World Foods because World Foods is coming up that weekend, 16, 17, 18, 19, or something like that. And then after that, on the 23rd, we'll have Bill Purvis, Mr. Chicken Fried Barbecue. And then Ron from Fat Cow Jerky will be on October 30th. Ryan, I am just giving you a heads up. That is the day before Halloween.
Yeah, and then Friday. Yeah, for Halloween's on a Friday. I'll be here for that show. But then I leave Friday to go to Indianapolis again.
I'm just giving you the hint. It's the day before Halloween.
I'm picking up what you're saying. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us.
I kind of like this. I was blonde at one time. I did dye my hair blonde at one time. Of course, it wasn't.
I mean, it makes your beard look blonde. I mean,
it wasn't as long and flowing as this, but it was blonde.
Yes.
Ray, yes, can't wait to have you on the show. Keep your schedule open because if Ryan's going to chicken out for next week, I may ask you to be guest co-host on the show.
Let's see. It's another big event. If anybody that's watching is down in Kansas City next week for the Carnivore Carnival, shoot me a message. Let me know. Let's try to meet up. See how it goes.
Yeah. Actually, I have a scheduled all the way. I got us actually scheduled all the way through November, Ryan.
That's awesome.
You know what I signed for November 20th? For anybody that's still on here and anybody that wants to listen, November 20th, the man, the myth, another legend, Malcolm Reed will be here to talk Thanksgiving dinner, turkey, and that kind of stuff.
Wow. The greatest show that nobody watches.
We've had a lot of great guests on the show.
Amazing guests on here. Ray says, woohoo, I'm game for next week.
So if Ryan doesn't want to show up. All right, everybody.
I'll see if I can pop in. Ray, if you're available, let Steve know and we'll get you on.
I'll reach out to Wade and Sarah on their thing and see if she's, I don't know what her schedule is, but we'll see. Thank you, everybody. 100th episode. Thank you to my hair was falling backwards. Thank you to Brad Orison, obviously part of the barbecue family that we've gotten to know. But not like this, Ryan.
We're never gonna end the show if Steve keeps taking his wig on and off.
Anyway, thank you for Brad Orison for helping. Look at my hair. For helping us get Stalekracker and getting that all worked out. God bless you. Thank you very much for that. You are the man. Thank you for all the guests that have been here over the last 200 shows. If you go to YouTube, probably on both Ryan's thing, YouTube, I believe all 100 episodes are still listed out there. Facebook, they've been wiped out.
Yeah, they've been wiping them out.
But YouTube, I think, still has all 100 episodes. So thank you, everybody, for watching all 100 episodes. And we'll see where the next 100 takes us. Maybe we'll end up getting rid of Ryan. Who knows?
And again, wow.
What happened?
Jeez.
Did I say that out loud?
So it wouldn't be a show if we didn't take Steve out like this normally, so that's how we got to end the show. But thank you to our sponsors as well, too. We couldn't do that without you guys. And sponsorship.
I am going to flip things around.
Sponsorship. Stop interrupting me.
No, listen, Ryan, but listen to me. This is the 100th show, and we don't want to ruin the 100th show by not saying that Ryan next week is going down to Kansas City because there's going to be a griddle battle in Kansas City. He didn't want to say it. It wouldn't be a show without mentioning the darn griddle battle. So congratulations to you that you're going down there, Ryan. And thank you very much for being the co-host of the show.
Thank you, Steve.
All these 100 episodes.
Thank you for starting the Tuesday chat at Wanamakers, because that's what initially started this and got us to where we're at today.
The Tuesday chat was live from the barbecue department.
Live from the barbecue department at Wanamakers.
Anyway, thank you to Jeff Gallo for creating all the logos for the show. And just thank you to everybody that's done everything for the show, and all the people that Michelle O'Gwin for being co-host every once in a while, Ray Little Gringo for being co-host every once in a while. Just everybody, like I said, that's been on here. I'm really super excited, obviously, because it's the 100th show. I didn't think it would last that long. And believe it or not, nobody still watches it, but that's okay. I'm happy with it.
We're still here. We're here for our 7 people watching right now.
I got my Brad hat out of it. I got my Melinda's hat out of it. Yeah, we've met a lot of great people.
Drew, box out of it.
You mentioned Drew.
We have T-shirts. Ray, if you have your shirt, you can wear that next week.
Good night, Felicia.
Have a good night. All right, John, we are out of here. Much love to you. Thanks again. Thursday Night Barbecue every Saturday, Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central.
And as always, everybody be kind and courteous to everybody. And it is the differences that makes us great. So please, that people are different. It's fine. It's not going to be the end of the world. I can honestly, absolutely guarantee you, if you saw the stuff that Ryan and I would talk about in the green room sometime, we have a lot of things that are different, but we can still be friends. We can still be pals, and we have a great time. Not when he's wearing the pink headband. No. Now, you should have had that on for the whole show. It would have changed the whole dynamic of it. Why do you have a pink headband, and why do you bring it out at the end of the show?
I had my
does that go with
my
your
outfit from the 80s night at the Blackstone Social Summit? So it was like, yes, it was a little tracksuit.
You got pink yoga pants to go with, Ryan?
They're black with the blue and pink. Anyways, all right, y'all. Have a good night. We will see you next week. Thanks again for 100 episodes.
Watching. Stalekracker, thank you very much for being on the show. Bye.
See y'all.
Thank you so much, guys. You've been absolutely amazing. Thank you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.